guys, welcome back and welcome to day 2 of activating your water kefir grains. So I have had my grains sitting here. That sounds like a headache. Migraines. Huh. I have had my grains sitting here for 24 hours. So it was yesterday that we completed day 1 by putting half a tablespoon of cane sugar into 1 cup of tepid room temperature fresh water and then adding our kefir grains. Now they have been doing some digesting of the sugars that were in that water. So now that it's been 24 hours, here is the next step. And all you need for this is for something to collect the liquid that's in here. And you need a little strainer to strain off the kefir grains because we need to keep them. We're not going to keep the liquid yet. Normally when you're making water kefir, the liquid that's been fermented is actually your water kefir. So you're going to keep it, drink it, enjoy it, and live on our merry way. But while we're activating the grains, because the yeast and the bacteria are just kind of coming into balance with one another, we're not going to keep this liquid. They're not ready yet. So, little strainer, plastic is best, or nylon. You can use stainless steel, but do stay away from any other metals. So all we're going to do very simply is just pour the water and the kefir grains into the strainer, let the liquid drain off into the bowl. Wow, I have a lot more grains than I anticipated I had. My strainer's almost not big enough for this, but that's okay. We live and learn. I'm new. I'm going to leave those grains in there because I'm going to use the same jar. Now when I'm making water kefir for drinking, every time I make a new batch I would use a clean jar, but it's okay to reuse this jar when you're doing the activation process. So as you can see, they've expanded exponentially. It's like I'm not going to touch them because I don't know, I know they're bacteria, but I feel like even though my hands are clean, I just don't want to taint these grains with anything, so I'm just going to leave well enough alone and let them be. And now I'm going to take 2 cups. So yesterday we did 1 cup of water. Today we're going to do 2 cups. I'm going to place that, this is fresh water, into my jar. And then we have to add more sugar because they have eaten everything we gave them yesterday. Obviously they've grown. They grow better than a teenager. And this time, 2 cups of water, 2 tablespoons of cane sugar is what we're going to use today. And I'm not one to use a scale and measure. I do measure, I'm sorry, but you know, if I'm 5 grains of sugar short or over, I'm not going to get too concerned about that. I don't believe ferments are quite the exact science that some people will get stressed about it. I don't think we have to do that with ferments. Sourdough bread is a good example. People have been making sourdough bread for generations. They didn't have digital scales back in the day. They probably didn't even have measuring cups, right? Everything was sort of eyeballing and they got used to the texture, the consistency of what it should be. Now guess what I forgot? My little stir stick. So I will be right back. I'm a big fan of stir fries, so I always have chopsticks on hand. That comes in handy. Handy. All right, here we go. So I'm just gonna give that a stir. Again, I want to dissolve the sugar. Now there are some kefir grains still in here that I just left because I'm kind of overflowing, but that's fine. They're just going to get first dibs. The early bird gets the worm. I feel like I should be playing elevator music here. It might take a little bit. They say a watched pot never boils. I wondered what they'd say about sugar dissolving. Okay, we're almost there. And it probably doesn't have to be 100% dissolved. I'm sure as it soaks in the water, it's just gonna continue to dissolve. I'm just trying to get it as user-friendly for my new little baby grains as I can, because I want to care for them accordingly so that they last me more than my lifetime. Okay, I think that's good. So now what I'm going to do, I feel like I'm going to make a mess, and I'm going to do this over the plate because I'm pretty sure some of them might just decide to fall. So yeah, basically we're adding these grains, splashing away, back into the fresh sugar water. Live and learn. I do have a funnel. I think next time I will use my funnel. It has a wider mouth to it. That would definitely be helpful here, but I didn't do too badly. I did drop a few, and I am going to collect them and put them in here. Just because they're alive, and I don't want to lose any. Leave no man behind. Come on, little guys. Whee! Okay, and that's it. A lot more water, a lot more sugar for them to work on. Awesome. And now we're going to do the exact same thing that we did yesterday. Plop that on there. Let it sit for another 24 hours. It's very cloudy. You can almost hear the conversations. Oh, me first, me first. It's like a buffet. They're all gonna go eat now. I'll leave it at that. Have a great day, guys. Thanks for joining me. Oh, and if you haven't yet, please consider clicking on subscribe. That would really help my channel. I'm trying to build, and I really plan on posting lots of content that will be useful for you. Have a great day.